Welcome back, everybody. It is day number 3 of the Armaggeddon Dota 2 Asia Grand Slam Grand Finals here in Singapore at the Marina Bay Sands Convention Center. I am Gods, bringing you all the action here on day number 3. I've come all the way from LA just to cast this fantastic event. Thanks to Armaggeddon here. And we're going to have, well, day 3 of action here coming underway. We've got winner bracket semifinals up first. We've got Harrosh taking on Awake. Awake coming down from Thailand. Harrosh, well, they're local. They're just from Singapore. And then after this match, we've got Team ABC, Winter's new team. They're taking on the other Singaporean contender, First Departure. So, guys, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks everyone who's come down live to the event. If you live in Singapore, do come on down to the IT Festival at the Marina Bay Sands. We've got a fantastic 2 more days of matches today as well as tomorrow. We'll have our champion crowned tomorrow on Sunday to see who's going to be walking away with, well, their share of the $20,000 in prize money, sponsorship gear, as well as a sponsorship contract with Armaggeddon. So there's quite a lot at stake here, and, well, these teams have come a long way, at least some of them. Awake playing in all the way from Thailand. We've got teams coming in, well, from Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Vietnam. The list goes on. Well, it doesn't go on too much longer, but we've got 12 teams who've flown in from all over Southeast Asia. Some of the best upcoming Southeast Asian teams are here competing for that $20,000 prize, and we're going to see who's going to be able to advance one step further, get closer to that prize as we see our winner bracket semifinal. Our first of 2 underway here with Team Awake up against Team Harrosh. Harrosh playing over on the Radiant side up against the Awake, the Thai guys over on the Dire team. Both teams, well, they're in the winner bracket still. They haven't dropped a game just yet, and we're going to see who's going to continue their hot streak, who's going to go into that winner bracket finals where they await the winner of ABC and First Departure. To start things off, we see Keeper of the Light and Batrider being banned out by Harrosh, while on the Awake side, it's the Wisp and Nixus that's banned out. So Awake have done some research here. They're banning out the Wisp, which Harrosh used quite a bit. And I think both their games yesterday, they were running that Wisp here. So definitely worth banning out here by Awake, something they just do not want to go up against. Now, first pick coming out. Heroes like Mag still in the pool. Darks is still in the pool as well. Harrosh, well, they're going to have to go for something different than the Wisp here, but there's plenty of strong heroes left in the pool, and they're going to grab themselves the Mag with this first pick. 2 more picks coming the way of the Awake team is, well, for Awake, you're going to say they're sort of the lesser-known team coming in this. Harrosh have been around for some time. They've got some former Aeon players here, Mr. King. We've got Draken, who used to play with Zenith. You've got some really strong players. You've got a really solid all-around lineup here with Harrosh. Awake, a more upcoming team in the Southeast Asian scene, well, coming out of Thailand. They're sort of trailing behind some of the other Thai teams, but they've really sort of caught up in the last couple of months. They've managed to qualify for this event here in Singapore, the Grand Finals, and now here they are in the winner bracket semifinals. They grabbed themselves a Shadow Demon and Lifestealer. What does that leave Harrosh? We're looking at Rubik as kind of your go-to support hero. With Wisp being taken out, Shadow Demon picked up. Rubik seems to be where you want to go with the support. And then maybe we look at carry heroes. If you want to grab yourselves a Luna as a nice mid-game carry to help deal with the Lifesteal, or possibly a Faceless Void, you want to be grabbing it now, because if you don't get your carry in these first 3 picks, it's going to most likely get banned out. And 2 picks going the way of Harrosh. So looking towards their carry and their support, or possibly another solo with a support, but that means the go-to carry heroes get banned out. There's your Rubik. We'll have to see if they go for either the Luna or Void now. It's a Luna. Rubik, Luna. Very safe and standard picks coming out from the 2 teams. Harrosh, well, they don't want to take any chances here up against Awake, and Awake themselves has gone for a hero we've seen countless times this tournament. Lifestealer has been probably the most picked hero in this tournament almost. He's seen a lot of play as of late. It's that 6-second range, the magic immunity you get for that, which just lasts so damn long. And 1 more pick going to be coming out from Awake, and then we're going to get ourselves into that second ban stage here. A crucial 3rd pick as well, because once we get into this second ban stage, any gaps in that lineup, those heroes start getting banned out by Harrosh. And we'll have to wait and see just who's it going to be. Guys, as mentioned, for those of you just tuning in, this is the Armaggeddon Dota 2 Grand Slam of Asia. I am Gods from Beyond the Summit, and we're casting this event live from Singapore at the Marina Bay Sands Convention Center. Of course, a big shout out, a big thanks to all our sponsors here at this event. We've got eClub, AMD, StarHub, Asus, Rapture Game Network, Zook, Sonic Ear, as well as Power Logic, our sponsors for the Armaggeddon Dota 2 Asia Grand Slam, who have helped make all of this possible. 1 more pick from Awake now. They're starting to eat through their reserve time here. Really thinking things through here about what they want to get. What's it going to be? They're probably looking towards some of their solos. Maybe something like a Queen of Pain even. They've got the Shadow Demon lifesteal, having it either Queen of Pain or a Puck. Those are the kind of heroes that Harrosh look to ban out if they don't get picked up now, and Awake is still missing a solo mid. Alternatively, we look... Oh, that's what we look at. Another option for that solo mid. It's a Templar Assassin. So, a lot of just physical damage coming out with the TA and lifesteal, and that's... Well, it's good and bad. You've got a really strong lineup that can get very aggressive once you get some items up on TA. That once you got Phase Boots and Blink Dagger on TA, once Lifestealer gets, well, his Phase Boots drum armlet, or maybe we just look at that sort of like a Phase Boots armlet that we've been seeing from a few players. But once you get those items, you can get very aggressive. Problem is, later on, those heroes can get kited around a bit. You get Ghost Scepters up on the Harrosh side. You get Force Stars. You get a lot of disables and lockdown. And even with a Lifestealer having that 6-second rage, it's not going to be a, well, it's not going to be a solution against the Mag RP. Not to mention Luna can look to basically damage through that rage, damage through that magic and vulnerability. Now we get ourselves to the second banning stage, and Anti-Mage actually gets banned out by Harrosh. I'm surprised by that Anti-Mage ban, because with Lifestealer and TA already there, picking up an Anti-Mage would be unheard of from Awake. There's almost no way you'd be looking at an Anti-Mage pick when you've already got a TA and Lifestealer. Sure, you can run an offensive trial with Lifestealer, have TA and mid and an Anti-Mage, but you've got 3 carry heroes, all farm dependent, all just right-click damage dealers. You need a more well-rounded lineup with nukers, some more disables. At this point, they need an offlaner with a bit of lockdown. Something that can maybe pick up a mech, just sort of basically give them a more versatile lineup. Something like a Windrunner, even a Nature's Prophet can go for that mech and just sort of be nice and annoying. And their teamfight's really lacking right now, Awake. They've got to be worried about their lack of teamfight. Maybe look towards something like the Enigma to go into jungle, even Enigma in the offlane. Have a black hole on your side so that you can actually take a teamfight head on, not have to worry about just getting completely destroyed by a Mag Luna in a teamfight. Well, the problem is there's always going to be a Rubik, so any big teamfight all you get, Rubik is going to be there to steal it. Undying gets banned up by Awake, so they're looking at those secondary supports. Undying has been picked up once so far this tournament. I don't believe he won that game. It was a CM Undying trial lane, and the team who did it did not come out on top. Haven't seen any more Undying sin then, and we're going to see what Harrosh look to go for instead. 2 more bans from them, though. Then we'll get ourselves into these last couple of picks. The captain, Brother Bear, or Mr. Keo, the former Aeon player, thinking things through here, decides to ban out the Lena, so he's looking at some of these strong support heroes that you can combine with the Shadow Demon. Having a Shadow Demon Lena. Maybe look at something like a Leshrac, a Shadow Demon Leshrac duo, as well as a potentially dangerous duo of heroes to go up against. And now, over on the Awake side, what heroes are they worried about? They see the Mag, the Luna, so they've got 2 core heroes already being picked out there. Mag can play in that off lane, but I'd say generally you see him more often in the mid lane lately. And the one big hero, neither team with an off laner, Darkseer is still in the pool. I'm sure Awake would love a Darkseer pick right now. You mentioned they need team fight. Darkseer's the perfect hero, and there's not really a huge risk of having Darkseer Spellstorm. Maybe you steal a Vacuum. Maybe even if you steal the wall, but generally you use the wall and immediately vacuum after. But even if you steal that wall, it's hard to really synergize with it for a Rubik. With Darkseer's got that great synergy between the vacuum and the wall. So I think a Darkseer pick is definitely something that Awake could be considering here. Even for Harrosh, maybe they want to grab the Darkseer. Have Darkseer in the offlane, Mag at mid. Or maybe they just look to something sort of what we've seen a bit more of, something like a Nature's Prophet. Even the Lone Druid could fit into the offlane here. They haven't really got a 2 farm dependent lineup. Awake don't want to run an offlane Lone Druid because they've already got 2 farmers. They don't really want to add that third. But for Harrosh with a solo mid Mag, a hero who doesn't need a lot of farm, they could quite easily fit in another farmer with Lone Druid in the offlane, Luna in the safe lane. Tinker cops a ban by Awake, and then we see the Leshrac ban. So they're just spanning out the supports. Here's they can go with Shadow Demon. Enigma gets banned out as well, so Awake really worried about that team fight. And they're going to be hoping they can grab that Darkseer, because if Harrosh pick up Darkseer now, I got to feel Awake have very few options. And Awake, I mean, Darkseer would just fit really well with this lineup to some extent. It does give him quite a lot of melee heroes, with Darkseer, Lifestealer, and TA being sort of only a semi-ranged hero. But, well, it looks like... we'll see Harrosh using most of their time up here. 47 seconds of reserve time left, and I'm wondering if they go for their support here or if they look to get their other soul. If they want to grab Darkseer, they need to grab Darkseer now. Otherwise, we look at Awake picking it up. This is an important game for both these teams, even though they will still be in it if they lose it. You get knocked down to that loser bracket, but if you win this match, you're guaranteed to finish in the top 3. And there's your Darkseer pick. This is going to be difficult for Awake. How do they fill that offlane gap, and how do they make up for their lack of team fight? They haven't really got a split pushing lineup. It's sort of two ways you generally play. You either go team fight, or you go. If you can't team fight, you go split push. It's the only way you really win games when you can't team fight. You have to just be pushing multiple lanes at once, but at some point you have to team fight. They're going to grab Ancient Apparition for now, so I think it's the right decision. Grab your other support now that you can't grab Darkseer, because your offlane hero, well, that's sort of a hero who can have a lot more influence over what happens, and possibly even look at an offensive tri-lane here. Shadow Demon AA Lifesteal, I'd love an offensive tri-lane here. That could actually make up for the fact they don't have a good offlaner. Run a safe lane solo. Run some hero in a 1v1 matchup against the Darkseer. I mean, maybe we look at the Lone Druid, but it's just so much farm and so much farm needed, and not enough farm to go around between TA, Lifesteal, and Lone Druid. Although Lone Druid does match up well against the Darkseer in that 1v1 matchup. Last couple of picks now coming from Harrosh. They just need support. It's going to be a Chen. Okay. Well, there's not much you can do when you have a last pick for a support hero, but there is when you pick up the jungling hero. They're going to go for a really strong team fight now. Basically around the 15 to 20 minute mark, they can look to group up as 5 and start just pushing down tower after tower. If Darkseer can get up a fast Mag a fast blink, Luna just needs a drum BKB or a Yasha BKB, something with just cheap, cost-effective items, the magic immunity from a BKB. And then got the Chen heals, the Chen creeps help push with. This is a really scary Deathball army that we can see come out from Harrosh. And where's the counter push from Awake? They just haven't got it right now. The Ancient Apparition Ultimate, really the one spell they have going their way. They need something here. This other solo, they need something with some defensive capabilities. Maybe a Windrunner. Oh, Clinks. It's a hero who can go 1v1 against the Darkseer in the safe lane. They're going to go offensive tri-lane, it looks like. We'll see the safe lane Clinks. We'll see the offensive tri-lane. Harrosh have got to be expecting it, and with the Chen in the jungle, it's going to be hard to sort of defend against that life stealer. This will give Luna a tough time, I imagine, the safe lane at bottom lane. The players can't hear us, so we won't be saying too much about what's going on with the lanes, but I'll be doing my best to just inform you guys. I'll show you what's going without telling half the time, but unfortunately, being a LAN event here, having the players just 5-10 meters away from me means I can't be revealing too much about what's going on, but we'll get ourselves in this game. We'll introduce our two teams in just 2 seconds here, guys, at the Armaggeddon Dota 2 Grand Slam of Asia. Harrosh up against Awake.
10 seconds remaining.
Awake, the only team coming from Thailand, and well, they've carried the Thai banner well so far. They're looking to continue to do so. There's an immediate port coming out from Mr. Keo. Oh, 1 minute to call. Are they ready? There we go. We'll take this opportunity just to introduce our two teams. Over on the Radiant side, we have got the team known as Harrosh. They're from, well, Singapore. They haven't come far. If you're in Singapore, a Harrosh fan, come on down to the Marina Bay Sands Convention Center because they're here playing. Come and cheer them on. But we have got Bouncy playing the Luna, King playing the Rubik, Yumu Konpaku or Draken playing the Mag. We've got Brother Bear or Mr. Keo playing the Chen. And then finally, it's Fisher playing the Darkseer. Most likely we look at Darkseer in the off lane, Mag in the mid lane, and then you've got your tri lane. Luna, Rubik, and Chen. Over on the Dire side, the team, as mentioned, carrying the Thai flag. It is Team Awake. We've got Yotu playing the Shadow Demon, DVA playing the Templar Assassin, Toy playing the Clinks, Boombell playing the Life Stealer. He generally plays their offlaner. And it looks like we will see him at offlane, but it's not going to be a suicide solo. It's going to be a tri-lane. And he's going to be teaming up with Af on that Ancient Apparition. And I mean, the most logical way for both these two teams to lane this is, well, it's pretty obvious. The question is, do they look to sort of do something a bit different? Do we see the Radiant team avoid that offensive tri-lane and maybe send someone like Darkseer to the safe lane? Basically expect that offensive tri-lane, just say, hey, we'll send Darkseer there, but offensive tri-lane most likely going to come out from Awake. We see Clinks go to the safe lane, solo TA into the mid lane. Both the two teams are ready now, it looks like. And yeah, as said, Harrosh, well, Mag most likely the solo mid. Darkseer, you're generally played as your offlaner, but if they want to avoid that tri-lane, they could try to take a big chance and send him to that safe lane. Those other two teams just going to use this early game to sort of, well, you want to venture out. Try block your enemy creep pulls. These pulls here. You want to try to prevent your opponents from taking these, but If you can't do that, then, well, you just want to get some early map control. Get ward vision in your lanes, get ward vision near the river. And this Radiant team, especially at bottom lane, if they're expecting an offensive trial lane, they want to get a lane ward down. Whereas the Dire team Awake, if they're going to do a trial lane versus trial lane at bottom, they want to block this pull. If they can't block this pull, this offensive trial lane becomes a lot more difficult. You really want to basically prevent them from denying XP and farm from you, because that's really where you can struggle as an offensive trial lane. Even if you've got the better trial lane, if you can't kill them, well, if you can't kill them, it doesn't mean you've lost your trial lane. But if you're not drastically out farming them, you're not killing them, and they're then suddenly using pools to deny you XP and maybe a bit of farm, then, well, you're in a bit of bad position. That's where your trial lane starts to lose, starts to get under-leveled. And this Luna's going to be leveling up, well, probably faster than the Lifestealer, depending on how much they can zone him out of the lane, because Chen is going to be spending more time in the jungle. Looks like a bit of a weird item bug coming out from the Shadow Demon that you get sometimes. He's going to quickly relog. As the two teams, we'll see what lanes they will do. I mentioned that Mag and TA likely both to be in the mid lane in that one-burn matchup, and if it is the Mag versus TA, well, we're looking at both heroes probably looking to rush a bottle. Mag especially really needs that bottle to keep alive in the mid lane. TA, well, he can avoid a lot of that shockwave damage using refraction. But he also needs a bottle just to basically allow himself to keep on using refraction. Refraction costs 100 mana compared to the 75 that it used to cost. So it's a lot harder to run that solo mid TA. It's just a lot more expensive to use that refraction. Interesting, we do get to see another Clinks coming out. The Tide teams really love to use his Clinks. It started a lot with Myth Trust. The Kells used to play quite a bit of Clinks, but here we see Toy. He's going to be the one handling the Clinks here for Awake. Most likely in the safe lane solo. It is who can also run at the mid lane, but if you send Clinks mid, where do you put the TA? Because it does look like Awake already. Harrosh say they're ready to go as well. We're going to get things underway, guys. There's early scouting just happening from both teams as usual. Have to wait and see if there's going to be any clashes or engagements early on here. Neither team finding too much just yet. Both teams just vying for position. And, well, so far, no one bites. We'll have to wait and see if we get any lanes scouted out in just a second now. Oh, coming around the corner here. Looks like they do spot each other out. Ping's going both ways at the bottom lane. It is going to be that trial lane versus trial lane. As the Chen, Rubik, Luna at bottom lane up against the aggressive trial lane from Awake. Shadow Demon, Ancient Apparition, and Lifestealer. Unless they're just baiting things out by sending all these heroes bottom in. Well, that makes our other two lanes fairly obvious. Pause coming out from Luna, and, well, we'll have to wait and see what's going to be the issue here. But, guys, our first game of today, we're just getting us our last minute work sorted out, the players fixing their hotkeys, their settings in Dota 2, and then we'll have plenty of live action today. We've got to start with our winner bracket semi-finals. We've got this one, Harrosh versus Awake. Then we've got ABC going up against First Departure, what's going to be one of the most exciting matches of the tournament, a potential sort of grand finals match. But it's a winner bracket semi-finals. No one's getting knocked out there, so they could meet once again in the grand finals, but one of these two teams would love to prevent that. Bit of a standoff here at bottom lane. Neither team really wanting to go out. Oh, Shadow Demon's got a haste rune. He runs past the Chen. He's actually going to change target. He wants Rubik. Oh, Rubik, there's no escape for you, sir. He gets caught, trapped by, well, blocked by Illusion. Doesn't get completely trapped. Cold Feet is there. Lifestealer gets himself a first blood. Boom Bell. Awake, they strike first. This offensive trial lane. The haste rune was what sealed the deal with the Shadow Demon. And they found the kill they were after. And now Luna bottom lane says, holy crap, I've got no support. Rubik dead, Chen in the jungle. And I love this ward coming out from Awake here. And it's really hard to de-ward. Not because you don't know where it is, but just because, well, they're going to come and try to kill you every time, like we saw earlier on. Looks like Chen may have found an opening to do so. There we go, we get the de-wards off. I love how Awake, they put the ward down and they camp near that ward. They were just protecting their observer ward there at the bottom lane, trying to make sure that it couldn't be de-warded, but it gets them a first blood, then it gets de-warded afterwards. So we'll see the pools coming into play fairly soon, I imagine. Let's take another quick look at that first blood, though, as Awake got themselves off to a fantastic start here. Shadow Demon Disrupt, he uses those illusions just to provide some additional block and secures the first blood. for Awake. Chen now coming in, well, just sending his Centaur into the bottom lane to help out. Trying to turn this into basically a 3v3. Because Chen, it's a jungle hero who needs farm and levels, but right now he can't afford to get those. He's got to help out his team in this bottom lane. Centaur going to come in, just give a bit of harass here. They're going to just fight this. Centaur, man, you're live, don't do it. Hasn't actually used his stomp yet, but it's just not a lane where Harrosh can get kills. There's no way we look at kills going down at the bottom lane going the way of Harrosh, unless there's a big overextension from Awake. Sure, you have a Chen creep, but this is just not really an aggressive lane. Shadow Demon AA. Can they get this Centaur? Looks like they might do so. Shadow Poison level 1. They're trying to bring it down. Nope. Chen finds himself another creep. Times it well. Grabs himself another creep. Prevents the gold and XP going the way of the 2 support heroes for Awake. They would have loved to have picked that one up. And now the pulls begin. Darkseer actually getting pushed quite far back in this top lane. Interesting to see that. He's harassed down Clinks quite a bit. Clinks went for, well, a 6 Tango build, and I think he got pulled some Tangos. Yeah, he got pulled 6 Tangos. Right off the bat. I'm pretty sure he had 6 Tangos. It was either 3 or 6 when he went out to the lane. And he went for that fast Wraith Band just to help him last hit up against this Darkseer. Darkseer is now going to attempt to start creep skipping. He's missed it though. Oh, bottom lane. Disruption going to come down here. Ancient Apparition going to be trying to keep alive. They bring down Ancient Apparition though. Defensive disruption, not enough to keep him alive, and now they're going to try to go on the next target. And overextension was the only way Awake could give out kills at the bottom lane, and they've done just that. Chen was there with the Ursa, and well, he gets the rebuttal. Harrosh, they strike back at the bottom lane. We've got Luna now finding some space to farm. Darkseer, he gets his creep skipping going. Mag vs TA at mid. Neither hero, well, Mag actually slightly ahead on CS, not what you'd expect. TA struggling a lot more than you should be. Draken having a good start at mid lane on that Mag. Got Boom Bell at bottom. He's just level 2 right now. Wow, this trial in the bottom is, I mean, for Awake, this is really the big issue with this offensive trial lane. As soon as this pool gets dewatered, XP starts getting denied. And if you're not getting kills and you're not denying farm from this Luna, and denying XP as well, then suddenly you're falling further and further behind. And that's really what's happening right now. We see Luna getting up close to level 5. Well, the trial lane for Awake is only just about to hit level 3. Got Chen in the jungle. He's getting some levels. Rubik using pulls. He gets some levels of his own. And now we see some more movement coming. Now that they've got this level advantage, they can look to fight this trial lane head on. But so far, Rubik and Chen just spending a lot of time in this jungle, using the pulls, just using the fact that Chen, well, don't even have to use the pulls when you've got a Chen. And Lifestealer, he's managing to out-farm Luna at bottom lane because of this stronger tri lane, but the XP just isn't there. It's a bit of a trade-off here. Oh, they're going in. Rubik and Chen, they were smoked up. They're going to find the Ancient Apparition, though. They didn't want to go on the Lifestealer, and there is enough damage. They bring down Ancient Apparition with ease. On to the next target. Lifestealer, they're not going to be able to bring down. He's got a point in rage if he needs it. Can they get the Shadow Demon? No go. But AA ran in there. They have to keep Lifestealer in the front because there's no way they can kill the Lifestealer. Even with that Dark Troll and Sandwich goes through rage. I don't see them having enough damage to bring down the Lifestealer here. He's got boots as well, but AA walked forward. I think he saw them coming in and thought, holy crap, I've got to protect my Lifestealer, but Lifestealer didn't need protecting. It was AA who needed protecting. Mid lane, Mag now has been caught up to in CS by the TA. How's Top doing? Clinks, he's farming so well. He's basically trading free farm for free farm though with the Darkseer. But Clinks now with the farm he's got, he can really do some big damage to this Darkseer, especially when he's using that Soul Ring. Inflicting damage on himself. He needs Tranquil Boots. And it looks like that's what we're going to see come out. Toy, well, he's now farming under his tower. The Iron Shell, he's running out of HP regen, so this is getting harder and harder for him to stay in this lane and sustain himself. Mag and TA, well, this battle at mid lane has become down to a lot of it's been bottle crowing from the TA, and they've also been fighting over these runes. Unfortunately for Mag, well, luck does not go his way. He doesn't get the top rune. He was hoping it would spawn top, doesn't do so. Oh. Interesting time for a pause here. have to wait and see how this goes down. I can't say too much, but I'm really interested to see this. The players, I'm not sure what they're aware of right now. There's bottom lane, looking at the farm now at the moment. Luna really far behind on CS, but I'd say you're behind on CS, but you're not really behind as far as how things should be for Luna. Luna should not be farming, and Luna's got level 5 though. This is really the big thing here. Once Luna hits level 6, you have an Eclipse coming into play. We already see Luna picking up 1 kill, 1 assist, hasn't been brought down as well on bottom lane. So I think Luna's going to be quite happy with how this bottom lane's gone so far, at least for himself. Oh wait, Klinks is actually taking a lot of damage here at the top lane. He needs to be careful. The Iron Shell is on this Darkseer, even though, well, you can't really tell. The effect is there. A level 3 Iron Shell doing a lot of damage to this Klinks. If there's any points in that vacuum, we could maybe even look for a kill here on this Klinks. The question is, what build has he gone? Normally Darkseer, well, you get at least 1 point in Surge, usually 2. Some Darkseers even max out Surge without getting vacuum. And we'll see Toy instantly death packs. Fisher not going to use a vacuum, and oh, it's bottom lane. TA. I think the rune got denied by King. Is there going to be disruption? Yes, there is. Cancels the TP. I think... I'm pretty sure Rubik denied the rune. He was on the high ground up here and just denied it. He was looking for a lift on the TA maybe, trying to lift the TA onto the cliff, but didn't manage to find that. It's also why TA didn't commit to the rune. If he'd seen the Rubik there, I'm not sure if he could, because Rubik was on the high ground, while TA down here could maybe not have seen it. But if he sees the Rubik, he can't really go for that rune, because otherwise he may get lifted onto a cliff. And once you're on that cliff, you force to basically waste a TP scroll, waste a lot of time getting out of there. Shadow Demon AA continuing their support of this Lifestealer bottom. Lifestealer now has his phase boots up, also it's level 4. So this lane, despite going well at the start for Luna, is now going to get very, very difficult. Even having hit level 6, phase boots on Lifestealer with this strong tri-lane, they can get kills with pretty relative ease. Kling still leading the farm overall though. He's having a fantastic time here at top lane. This build of his is working out. He's got the mana to sustain using Death Pact, using these 2 Sage's Masks. Oh, bottom lane. King's looking for a telekinesis. AA, don't walk back in. He's done it again. The second time this game he's walked back in. Defensive disruption going to try to keep him alive. And there's your rebuttal. It's Lifestealer going on 2. TA's TP'd in with a trap. Trap hits 3. Luna, there is an Eclipse if she wants to use it. TP coming from the Chen. Will it be in time? Yes, it will. Just gets out of there in time. Darkseer TP's in as well. Darkseer looking for some revenge here at the bottom lane, but it doesn't look like anything's going to come from this. Action Apparition gets slowed by an Ursa. Oh, there's a Lucid Beam. Luna finishes off the AA, so they do trade. They do manage to get the AA there. They couldn't kill him when he first went on him, as the Shadow Demon kept him alive with a disruption, but I think Awaken will be pretty happy with that. They forced Darkseer as well to come in. Darkseer TP's in, as does the Mag, but that basically leaves Mag free bumming mid lane, but that's not really a big issue. He's just getting Arcane Boots, maybe a Blink Dagger. The bigger issue is Klinks gets left alone top lane. Klinks gets given plenty of time to continue free bumming on mid. Mag going to try bring the TA into his own tower. TA a bit low on mana. He does have a magic wand if he needs to use it. Rubik there as well, but there's not enough damage. TA blocked everything with Refraction. Level 4 Refraction. And the Shockwave, the skewer damage. Even the Fade Bolt, I think, gets blocked out by the TA. TA still low on mana, but if he needs to, he can wand and then refract. Even if there's a Mag RP, they can't really bring him down in the RP unless there's 2 or 3 heroes there. Ooh, that does quite a bit of damage now. TA does need to be careful here. Mag, though, he's low on mana. Probably going to look for those Arcane Boots in a second. As DVA continuing to farm the mid lane. Really good start for Awake, I feel. Sure, this bottom lane, they gave up a couple of unnecessary kills, but I think overall this game's gone really well. Chen and Rubik have spent a lot of time looking for smoke ganks. And both smoke ganks, they kill an Ancient Apparition. It's not really a hero that's going to really do all that much for them. Killing off a support hero with a smoke isn't really worthwhile. You want to be looking for... Basically, if you're going to go smoke, you want to go gank mid. Get a gank on the TA. Shut down an influential hero. Smoking and then just going through the bottom lane to kill an Ancient Apparition isn't really worthwhile. They are giving more space to Luna, but you can see Luna hasn't really got a ton of farm, despite having had some help from those smoke ganks. So those smoke ganks don't really achieve a whole lot when you're not getting extra farm for Luna. It's just a tiny bit of gold. Maybe Luna gets a kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But it's a 100 gold investment, and you're not actually getting any strategical advancements out of it. Now the Drum of Endurance coming on the Lifestealer. It's his mobility build. Phase Boots, Drum of Endurance. Darkseer, oh, he's been found. Meld hit right off the bat, and there's a haste rune up on DVA. He's going to try to chase this down. He's taking a lot of damage from Iron Shell. Darkseer may just want to try to fight his way out of this one. You can't run from a hasted TA. Mag comes in. It's too late already. He's going to skewer as well as Shockwave. Try to bring down the TA. TA is there. Refraction needs it. Meld, one more hit. Refracts it. Brings down the Mag. TP coming in now. It's Darkseer. He's brought back. He's not going to do anything in bottom lane meanwhile. Shen. It looks like they find a kill. Eclipse not being used there. They bring down Lifesteal at the bottom lane. But top lane was where the main action was. Mag TP's in, the ultimate not achieving all that much, and a buyback from Darkseer. Really, really bad decision there coming up from Fissure. He's not going to be happy about that one. Wastes a lot of gold. We'll take another quick look at that last battle though here at top lane. The TA knew with the haste rune you could chase down the Darkseer, and Darkseer, he should have seen this haste rune and thought, oh crap, I've got to fight. You can see early on that Iron Shot did a lot of damage to TA. TA got down really quite low, and the refraction was on cooldown. Mag comes in, but by then it's too late. TA plays it perfectly. He had refraction just up in time, but Mag was not going to go for another hit anyways. Even without that last second refraction, he was going to be fine. He had the meld. Mag didn't have another shockwave. Now back to the live action. Darkseer at top. That mech of his is going to get slowed down. Well, I say mech. Maybe Chen goes for the mech. Darkseer can look for a pipe. Possibly just a different item as well. Maybe just go for a Vanguard type build. Even a Ghost Scepter is going to help out a lot against his Clinks, because Clinks, oh baby, he's got his Orchid. Darkseer just cannot lane against an Orchid Clinks, especially a level 11 Clinks with an Orchid. This Clinks is just starting to snowball out of control. And then it's not just Clinks, you've got a lot of farm on Lifestealer. Or not a lot, but you've got enough. Phase Boots Drum, that's all you need right now. And then you've got the TA, who's had a good time at mid lane. He's been farming really well at mid. He helps out top as well, gets some kills. He's been very active on the map. That's really the key thing for him. He's not just sitting mid and farming. He TP'd bottom once, help out his team and get a kill. And he's also now rotated top when he found that haste rune. Now we're going to see an engagement on mid. King gets slowed by the first trap. Is there another blink in from the blink dagger completed? RP is up. Mag looking for one. Is he going to go for it? Not going to be able to do so. The disruption helped prevent Mag from getting off the RP he was looking for. Support hero drops. Rubik goes down. And Clinks getting to work on this tier 1 top tower. Not getting into deny range, so smart play from him. He gets it nice and low, and he's going to wait and see. If no one's there, once his next creep wave goes in, he looks to burst it down. Someone will be there, though. It's the Darkseer, but Clinks, he can easily outlast the Darkseer at the tower. Darkseer tries, but no avail. And Clinks, he can look to really start sniping heroes around the map. Treads and Orchid are up. Just needs to deathback a creep, windwalk, and then look for a target. Who's it going to be, though? And that makes it really hard for Darkseer to farm anywhere on this map. When there's a Clinks with an Orchid, well, he can bring you down. You can't look to the Surge to get alive, to stay alive. And at this point, maybe you just go straight Ghost Scepter. I mentioned mech, but I feel you may just need a straight Ghost Scepter to stay alive against his Clinks, if you're this Darkseer. Same even heroes like Mag. These Radiant heroes are going to need Ghost Scepters and Ghost Scepters really fast. Clinks as well as TA doing a lot of damage. Oh, they're going on Mag here at the middle lane. Cold Feet knocking the latch. In comes Darkseer. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they actually Luna drops and goes down. 7 kills to 4 now the way of Awake. The engagement at mid from TA not happening. It's bottom lane though. Boom Bell. He's really been one of the best players for Awake. He's played absolutely some amazing Dota yesterday and the day before. Draken on that Mag. He needs to really start looking for some openings here though. Hasn't succeeded in doing... He's been involved in no kills whatsoever. 0, 1 and 0. Needs to try to find some of those openings to help some RPs here. He may look to bring down this H apparition. Skewer Shockwave could do a lot of damage here, but problem is for Mag, there's a disruption. And once again, on the sideline, TA picks up a kill. It's Rubik who's been brought down. And TA may not be done here. Darks is going in on the TA. With this ensnare, we may look at TA taking quite a bit of damage here. Next item is starting to be built back from this TA as Darkseer, well, he's level 9. 3 points in the vacuum, 4 in the Iron Shell. He's going to look to maybe take on this TA here. With the backup of the Chen, he may look to get confident. As a quick pause coming out from the Clinks. It looks like something was... Actually, no. The pause call came out from Bouncy. As he's ready. Awake's ready. The call to go is there. Have to wait and see how this engagement pans out. Mr. Kyo, the Chen, he wants to bring down this TA. Can he succeed in doing so? Mag going to come as well. Uh-oh, Klink's on the sideline. He's going for the Chen. One more right click. There's an RP, but problem is they can't bring down Klinks. He's too damn tanky. Klinks gets a kill on Chen. Now he moves on to the next target. Mag goes down as well. Surge away coming from the Darkseer. Can he actually survive? One meld attack from DVA, and he's now on the chase. He smells blood, and it's Darkseer blood. Surge on cooldown. DVA gets a mega kill streak. 3 kills going the way of Awake, and it all came from the Invis Klinks. He was there waiting. He brought down the Chen. He didn't actually do it so with those right click damage. It was the Orchid bonus damage that finished off the Chen. And Mag wasted an RP trying to stop the Klinks from doing too much damage, and they couldn't actually kill the Klinks. Problem is that Death Pack, not only does it give damage, it gives HP. Klinks had so much damage there, and oh, this is sneaky. I'm loving what we're seeing. As Awake now getting a really strong lead. All 3 of their carry heroes with a lot of farm right now. Seen TA with his Blink Dagger for some time, and he's now got himself his next item as well. Or at least the start of it. Probably not looking to turn it into anything. Yasha on its own, just such a cheap, cost-effective item. Oh, Klinks as well as Lifesteal. He pops out. He was infested in the Klinks. They're going to go on the Mag, and there's no escape for Mag. No escape for Luna as well. Klinks with tons of right-click damage. Orchid, Demon Edge. He's looking for an MKB or possibly even a Daedalus. Tier 1 tower now going to be the next to fall. And is there going to be any defense? Doesn't look like it. Mag on the sidelines. There's no shockwave spam. Luna dead as well, and Tier 1 tower drops. As it looks like Bouncy calling for another pause here. The setting's not quite right, perhaps. Not sure what it is, but Harrosh, however you look at it, they're in trouble. And possibly not just a Tier 1 tower. They may look to push on, go for a Tier 2. Both teams that look, well, it looks like Awake say they're ready. Not sure quite yet if Harrosh are. Harrosh need a bit longer. We'll get the, while we're paused, we'll get a replay of that last team fight though. Here's the engagement. Klinks instantly silence up the Mag, and Luna makes the decision to try fight and help out the Mag. Problem was, well, there was no saving that Mag, and Luna, well, goes down with the Mag. And now, well, Tier 1 tower goes down, and possibly even a Tier 2. Lifestealer getting to work on his armlet now. And this is really, I like how they're playing the Lifestealer. They're not really relying on him to get a whole lot of farm. Just having phase boots and drums, and he can be very aggressive. He's got some decent levels. He's going to have that armor up sooner or later. And armlet's not a very, it's not a very expensive item. It's very cheap, cost effective. And oh, they're not going to keep pushing the Tier 2 right now. Awake decide they can't push on. Harrosh, well, with Mag up in 2 seconds, Luna up in 3. These heroes still low level, so they do respawn fast. And with Luna as well as Mag back up. Harrosh, well, what's really their options here? I mean, they've got they're so teamfight centric, but when you're this far behind in items and farm, as we see Roshan being dropped as well, TA picks up the Aegis. Even when you've got such an amazing teamfight with a Mag, Darkseer, Luna, Chen heals, Rubik stealing some spells. Well, for one thing, there's not much to steal for Rubik, but you have no items at all. There's no Blink Dagger on Mag. There's no mech on the Darkseer. Well, it looks like we're going to see Chen build the mech, but no items at all on this Darkseer. And Luna, just a drum of endurance. Doesn't have any pieces of his Manta or his BKB. TA going to find the Luna though. Luna gets caught out in the sidelines here. Clip's going to be used. Luna's still being kept alive here. Mag trying to find an RP after this skewer. Doesn't seem doing so. DBA doesn't finish off the Luna. Luna gets sent home. Great play coming out the Mr. Kyo Chen, but it may be too late. Klinks is in the middle of things, trying to bring down Chen. Will succeed in doing so. Rubik goes down as well. Mag, RP, but this RP is just too little too late. Ancient Empress and Ice Blast finished off Mag. And AA managed to keep himself alive really low in HP. Ursa, or should I say Hellbear Smasher. It sounds more epic, but really that's probably one of the cheesiest names I've ever seen. The Hellbear Smasher on the back lines, trying to bring down this Ancient Apparition. Doesn't succeed in doing so. And, well, they're going to keep on being aggressive, it looks like. TA still with Aegis. Yasha is there. I imagine we're looking at maybe a Desolator. Desolator or a BKB here. I don't think you look to build straight into the Manta Style. Just having this one item piece on its own is very, very effective. Oh, this hero needs to be careful. They're looking for blood and they'll find it. It's Lunar Blood. Kligs, Lifestealer, and TA. The deadly trio, the three musketeers, getting so aggressive on this map. Ancient Apparition, but going to go flying in here. Catches out the Rubik, who also gets slowed by a Psionic Trap. They're not going to commit to this though. Mag is trying to do all they can to slow down this push, but this tier 2 tower is going to drop regardless. Possibly even more. Tier 2 at bottom. They're going to swing bottom, get a tier 2 as well maybe. We even look to go high ground soon. Luna being dead could give a small opportunity, but more than anything, it's just, well, get these outer towers, get more gold, get these next level of items up. The TA Desolator, that's really an item which will help them push pretty damn fast because the minus armor does affect these towers. You have TA doing the Desolator damage, and it looks like that's where we're headed. Lifestealer with a completed armlet. And Klings, well, he brings down towers fast. What has he got? He must be looking at his next big item. So he has this Demon Edge for some time. Either the MKB or the Daedalus is going to be his item of choice. And there we go. The Radiant team. There's really nowhere they can farm except in their own base. If anyone ventures out on their own, they get instantly KO'd. There's either Klings does, Lifestealer can, TA can. 3 heroes can basically solo kill at the moment. Oh, Ice Blast trying to find a hero bottom. Luna just managed to step back in time. Not going to see it land on anyone. And Awake, well, they're looking to seal the deal. They're trying to find kills around the map, using this Ice Blast aggressively. Scouting things out, hoping for kills. And, well, there's either an Invis Kligs or a Blinking TA. Someone can pop out. Someone can look to come out if that lands. And Harrosh, what are their options right now? They need to have basically the team fight of their life, and they've got no points in the wall. They go on the Lifestealer at top lane. He hasn't got the Aegis. He has got an armor. He's going to start toggling that. Mag needs to find an RP. Chen going to drop the heal. There's your RP. Catches out just Boombell. Only Lifestealer gets caught out. He may go down here. No, he infests. I think he infests into a creep there. Keeps himself alive, and now Toy goes in from the back. He's already brought down 2. Tries to bring down the 3rd maybe, and TA doing so much damage. Blink, Meld Attack. Down goes Darkseid. DBA gets his team 4 kills. And it's only Rubik left standing. King, he's stolen Meld, but it's too little too late. GG going to get called. Harrosh tap out, and they're just so far behind. 20k gold difference. They have more than double their opponent's gold at this point in the game, or roughly double, at just 20 minutes in. A very one-sided game going the way of Awake. As last minute shout-outs from Awake to some of their fans in Thailand. They've come a long way from Thailand to get to Singapore, and boy, are they looking good right now. They're going on to the winner bracket finals now. These guys are guaranteed a top 3 finish. They're guaranteed to be walking away with some prize money. And that is going to be a good feeling for them. They're going to be awaiting the winner of Team ABC, as well as First Departure, which is our next winner bracket semi-final. We'll have that match coming up after this game. I believe it's scheduled for maybe about 15-20 minutes from now. But right now, we're just going to see Awake finish off the last remnants of this Radiant base. Finish Harrosh off. One player left to AF. Mag DC, please. They're going to finish off this game. We'll watch the throne go down. We'll check out the end game scoreboard. But right now, there's just nothing Harrosh can do. Harrosh do drop down to the loser bracket, though. Their run is not over. They still can fight on. They're going to join Pacific Esports, as well as the Reborn team, the team from Indonesia in the loser bracket. So 6 teams still standing here in Singapore. We've got 2 Singaporean teams in Harrosh and First Departure. We've got the Malaysian team, ABC, the Thai boys Awake, and then you've got your Pinoys, Pacific Esports, and then finally it's Reborn from Indonesia. So we've got 5 different countries being represented. 2 or 3 others have been knocked out. The Vietnamese team being knocked out, the team from Myanmar knocked out, and, well, unfortunately for the Sri Lankans, they got knocked out as well here. And there we go. Mag DC's throne goes down, and Awake, they're victorious. They're going to go to the winner bracket finals. Thanks everyone for tuning in on the live stream over at Beyond the Summit 2. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit, and we'll be back soon with more live action. Also, for those of you in Singapore, do come on down to the Marina Bay Sands Convention Center. We've got heaps of action today. We've got our winner bracket semi-finals, more loser bracket matches later on today. We'll be back soon, guys, with more live actions. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and more action coming your way soon.